Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Rundown with me, Zulfick Farzan. It's the 2nd of October 2025 and we are almost at the end of the year. Now let's start off with some interesting news about vehicle imports. The Central Bank of Sri Lanka has revealed that the country has spent a staggering USD 918 million on vehicle imports so far this year, marking a sharp rise in consumer demand and import activity. According to the latest data, August alone accounted for $249 million in vehicle import expenditure, the highest monthly figure recorded since the resumption of vehicle imports to the country. This surge reflects a significant uptick compared to July's $193 million, indicating a month-on-month increase of $56 million. Now, just early this morning, the Sri Lankan government has issued 3 important extraordinary gazette notifications. So the first one, the Ministry of Transport, Highways, Ports and Civil Aviation has issued an extraordinary gazette notification mandating the use of seat belts for all occupants on vehicles travelling on expressways. The regulation, signed and announced by Minister Bimal Ratnayaka, stipulates that both drivers and passengers seated in the rear must wear seat belts at all times while on expressways. Now, this marks a significant expansion of the previous safety requirements, which primarily focused on front seat passengers. Now, according to the Gazette, every vehicle must be equipped with a standardized seat belt system comprising 3 anchoring points: one belt running diagonally across the chest, another horizontally across the lap, and a third securing the side of the torso. These specifications aim to ensure maximum protection in the event of a collision or sudden deceleration. Now, the second extraordinary gazette. The Central Environmental Authority has issued an extraordinary gazette notification announcing a ban on the free distribution of lightweight polythene bags, commonly known as silly bags, effective from November 1st. According to the Gazette, low-density polyethylene bags and LDPE bags-based packaging must no longer be provided free of charge to consumers. Now, the regulation further mandates that the retailers must clearly indicate the price of such bags on the customer's bill. Additionally, the price of the polythene bags must be visibly displayed at the point of sale, allowing consumers to make informed choices. Now, here's the third extraordinary gazette. The Consumer Affairs Authority has issued an extraordinary gazette notification mandating that all products covered under the standard specifications must not be manufactured, packaged, distributed, transported, stored or sold without obtaining the Sri Lanka Standards or SLS certification. This regulation will come into effect from April 1st, 2026 and is aimed at ensuring product quality, consumer safety and regulatory compliance across all sectors. 3 interesting gazette notifications. Now let's move on to something that we've been following here at Newsfirst. That is the discovery of a consignment of drugs down south in Sri Lanka. Now, the National Dangerous Drugs Control Board, or the NDDCB, has confirmed that the large stock of chemicals recently discovered in Netolpitia Tangol contains methamphetamine, commonly known as ice. The confirmation follows detailed laboratory testing of samples obtained during the raid. According to the NDDCB, the final report of the chemical analysis has been officially handed over to the Tangol police, marking a significant breakthrough in the ongoing investigation into suspected narcotics production operations in the region. Authorities also revealed that a similar stock of suspicious chemicals found in Kandana is currently undergoing extensive testing. The final report on that batch is expected to be released within the coming week. The discoveries in Midaniya, Kandana and Netolpitia were made following intelligence gathered during interrogations of Bako Saman, a known organized crime figure currently in custody under a detention order. Investigators believe the seized chemicals were intended for the use in the production of synthetic drugs. The first discovery was made on September 5th in Thorakolayaya, Midaniya, where a concealed stash of chemicals was unearthed from a private land. Subsequent testing by the NDDCB confirmed that 17 out of the 20 samples contained methamphetamine. Authorities have also launched a comprehensive investigation into the release of a container suspected to contain methamphetamine-related substances discovered in the Mid-Denia area. Now, the probe follows concerns over procedural lapses in the inspection and clearance process. According to sources, the Criminal Investigation Department, or the CID, has already recorded statements from several senior officials, including the Deputy Inspector General and the Director of the Police Narcotics Bureau as part of the inquiry. The investigation centers on how the container was cleared despite suspicions of narcotic content. Preliminary findings revealed that the container was released following inspections conducted by both the Police Narcotics Bureau and Sri Lanka Customs. Samples taken from the container were tested at the Customs laboratory, which reportedly found no suspicious substances leading to its clearance. However, investigators have uncovered that the Police Narcotics Bureau did not conduct independent chemical testing using its own forensic kits, raising questions about the thoroughness of the process. The National Dangerous Drugs Control Board has also confirmed that the substance found in the possession of a Moldovan national in the Valigama area is mephedrone, a highly potent and dangerous synthetic narcotic. Now, following detailed laboratory analysis, the NDDCB officially handed over the final report to the Valigama police yesterday, confirming the presence of the banned psychoactive substance. Now, another interesting development: Sri Lankan authorities have launched a special underwater operation at the Weheragala Reservoir in Kataragama following the discovery of a large cache of military-grade weapon components. According to police sources, the operation involves 6 elite diving teams from the Sri Lankan Navy deployed to conduct a thorough search of the reservoir's interior. The decision to initiate the operation was made after recent search missions uncovered a significant stockpile of empty magazines and weapon accessories submerged in the area. Now, over the past 2 days, police recovered the following: 215 empty T56 magazines, 38 LMG drum magazines, 11 MP MG 200 magazines, 9 MP MG 100 magazines, 6 T81 magazines, 1 100-round drum magazine used in 12.7mm anti-aircraft weapons. The discovery was made based on intelligence provided by a military officer, which led to coordinated search efforts in the reservoir vicinity. Police confirmed that the Vallawaya Magistrates Court will be briefed on the developments. Now, a high-level discussion was held at the Presidential Secretariat between representatives of the Government of Sri Lanka and the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, or RMIT, Australia, focusing on the establishment of the Sri Lanka National Innovation Centre. Now, the initiative, aims to create a dedicated platform for advancing research, innovation and development across multiple sectors. Now, once operational, the centre is expected to enhance the effectiveness of existing integrated doctoral programs by aligning them more closely with national priorities and research policy frameworks. Now, officials have emphasized that the centre will play a pivotal role in identifying local challenges and delivering targeted R&D solutions. It will also serve as a bridge between academic research and practical implementation, ensuring that the outcomes of the innovation efforts directly benefit the Sri Lankan public. Up next is World News. Now, the Israeli Navy has intercepted boats carrying aid to Gaza and detained the activists on board, including Swedish climate campaigner Greta Thunberg. Israel's foreign ministry said that several vessels that form part of the global Sumud flotilla had been safely stopped, quote-unquote, and that those aboard were being transferred to an Israeli port. It added that the Navy had told the vessels to change course as they were approaching an active combat zone. The global Sumud flotilla described the interception as illegal and not an act of defense, but a brazen act of desperation. The group has alleged that one vessel within the flotilla was deliberately rammed at sea and that additional boats were hit by water cannons. Let's now move on to sports news. Well, it's time for the Women's Cricket World Cup. The third match of the 2025 ICC Women's Cricket World Cup is set to take place today between Pakistan women and Bangladesh women And where is this match taking place? Well, it's at the R. Premadasa International Cricket Stadium in Colombo. This marks the first World Cup match hosted in Sri Lanka during this tournament. Now, in a gesture to promote women's cricket and encourage public participation, Sri Lanka Cricket has announced that entry to the stadium will be free for spectators. Both teams are yet to win a Women's World Cup title, making today's clash a crucial opportunity to build momentum early in the tournament. Now, Pakistan, led by Fatima Sana, will field a strong lineup including Alia Riaz, Muniba Ali, Sadia Iqbal and Nashra Sandhu, players known for their consistency and match-winning capabilities. Bangladesh, captained by Nigar Sultana, will rely on the experience and skill of Nahida Akhtar, Ritu Moni, Shona Akhtar and Soumya Akhtar to challenge their South Asian rivals. Now, historically, the two sides have met 5 times in one-day internationals, with Bangladesh winning 3 and Pakistan claiming 2 victories, setting the stage for a tightly contested encounter. Now, the match is scheduled to begin at 3 p.m. local time, and fans can also catch the action live on TV1 and via Sirasa TV.lk, the official local broadcast partners of the tournament. And with that, we wrap up this morning's edition of the Breakfast Rundown. But if you want to keep yourself updated with all the latest stories, log on to our award-winning website, that's www.newsfirst.lk, and follow us on our social media handles. I'll meet you again tomorrow morning. Until then, take care and stay safe.